Okay, Shelley from Atlanta. So you are calling about the Shanquella Robinson case, and you are very passionate about it. And I thank you for calling
Yes,
in.
ma'am.
Now, you were
Yes,
saying
ma'am.
that there was a supposed that you had heard there was a alleged motive or something you heard about.
Yes. Yes, yesterday, because everyone's on this story now. They said the supposed motive, allegedly, was that this young lady had set up this lady cousin, the one that was beating the hell out of her. And I mean, this is supposed to be a lady, looked like a man to me with a wig on. But they said that this young lady supposedly had set up her cousin to be, he got murdered, and this is why they beat. She started beating on her, and then they said that the beating became more severe because of supposedly in the beating she admitted that she did do that. Now this is
Well,
just a story out there allegedly.
okay, and that now that's a legend. And what I want to say, we don't know what's true, but I wouldn't care what happened. No one has the right to take somebody's life. They are not the police. They are not the
Absolutely.
law. So it wasn't their place to try and punish anybody. It's the same way it was with Dre. People saying that he allegedly may have had something to do with that break-in, which we found out was not true on that case. You don't
Yes.
have a right to take nobody's life
Yes.
because of something you think. So, we this young lady, her life was taken, and somebody needs to pay the price for it. I don't know about any setups. That's just a rumor. That's alleged.
Yes, and then the sickness. This allegedly crackhead boy, well, allegedly looking like a crackhead boyfriend. I don't think that was her boyfriend at all
Huh.
because he made statements like, "I helped her ass." Who talk like that about their girl if they care?
Hmm.
He rambled on about he rubbed her head. He played a Summer Walker song. Then he went on and on about, "Oh, it was my birthday. I didn't even have fun when I got there. She was unresponsive, but she was alive. And I rubbed her head and I laid the head to the side in case she wanted to throw her." All this foolishness. He's a liar. Every last one of them is a liar. And I promise you, if they had came to my house with my daughter's luggage, without my daughter, I'd have beat the hell out of everybody that showed up at my house. Because by that time, they went over there and ate and told that woman that lied that she died of alcohol poisoning. Then they kept showing up, I guess, trying to look less guilty. And that's by that time the mama said she had gotten the autopsy report, and it said her child had a broken neck and a broken spine.
Mm-mm-mm.
And the next time they came to my house, I'd have been cleaning house. But then her friend, her so-called friend with the, I guess the little curly in his hair or something, someone said he had come to the house acting like he was on drugs, rambling on and talking about, basically trying to give himself out. Well, I didn't know, and I didn't do this, and I didn't do that. The mother might be in shock. She didn't have the passion that the daddy had because the daddy was crying. He was like, they did this to my daughter. I want justice. He said, I won't be able to see her walk down the aisle. I won't be able to, experience anything with her anymore. This was my heart. He was way more passionate.
But
I don't know what was going on with the. Yes,
I,
ma'am.
I was just gonna say now, and everyone grieves differently. So maybe the mom was just in shock and just can't believe, the loss of her, the loss of her child.
Yes, that's why I said I'm respectful of people's parents, but I just know how passionate I am, and I
Right.
don't even know this young lady. And when I heard the story, and when I saw the Twitter video of how this monster was beating her, she's defenseless. She's on the floor. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
what she did. You had already beat the hell out of her. What more did you want to do to her? So every last one of them should be thrown in that Mexican jail where the same thing gets done to them. Because I tell you, with all this violence, if they would bring back eye for an eye, you'll see less of this violence because all these people committing it is a bunch of cowards. And if they had to suffer the same fate, they would think twice. But because there's no consequences, or they get light sentences, because I heard in Mexico, for what they did, they might only get 12 years. Now,
12
I know
years.
over here, yes, because it was a lawyer on He has his little page. He called himself attorney something. Well, he was on saying that he used to live in Mexico a little while. And he said for the crime that they committed, they get something like 12 years. That's not enough. They need to stay in there for life. What they did to that young lady, the way they beat her, I felt every blow. I ain't even there. And they were just kicking, this monster kicking her. They said it was a female. I swear that looked like a man in a wig. But just kicking this girl and beating on the back of her head. They punched her in the head. And this other, I try to talk without cussing, but this just got to me. This video, the one that was standing there recording it, talking about fight back. I just wish I was in there just whooping upon him, because none of these people, they all demons. How could you watch another human being be beat like that? And at some point it don't click in your head and you just say, stop, stop, stop. That's enough. Nobody said it was enough. And even if she did something to this one girl, what the hell is that to do with them? They will let this girl beat her beyond, and then the other chick, they said she come in, I guess she was the lighter chick. That's where they said the fatal blow was. Yep. She picked up the slammed her. Now, I don't know that the way this woman was done, it seemed like a man or two people did that mess.
The short video clip that I played yesterday that I saw, it's like whoever, male or female, just slung her across the room like she was a little rag doll. She was so frail and small compared to them.
Yeah, and she was defenseless. This girl, I don't know if it's true what they said she did, but she did not deserve this. And that boy ain't her boyfriend. He's a liar, and he was just trying to get his little alibi together because his timeline didn't even add up. He claimed he got to Mexico at 12, got to the place at 3. Now the autopsy say the woman was killed at 3.
See, they all lying.
And then Philly, the worst of the worst came out yesterday.
What?
They said
allegedly.
They said it was allegedly. They said that this ninja, you know what I want to say. They said he was left there and had sex with her.
What?
This allegedly yesterday. They said they don't want to put out everything because they need to make this stick to them when they go to court or trial. I don't even think it might go to trial. Somebody's going to start pleading and trying to get out of this mess. But they claim in the autopsy, this young lady, someone had sex with her after she was dead. So this sick freak that was rubbing his head, talking about his birthday, and how good he treated her and all this mess. He probably was the sick creep that done that. And then there was another story, Philly, that a lady called in that went to college with them and went to college with him and said that he did this to another young lady.
So he has a history, allegedly. He has a history of assaulting women.
Yeah. He had something happen where a young lady said he arred her. I'm trying to be respectful because I know y'all have to have limits on language.
Right.
They said, the young lady called in and said he had arred another young lady at college and pulled this mess that the guys do. It ain't no fun that the homie don't get none. That ignorant trifling mess against black women. They claim this boy had pulled this in school, but the young lady was so embarrassed. And you know how they do women when you come out with that, they blame women. Oh, right. You was drinking, but you knew it was going to happen. They said this young lady was so messed up that she didn't even bring it forth. So you know what they say? Usually when someone do something like that, they repeat it again. But this time, he's going down. Because it's video, the FBI is involved. And because, see, Mexico, they didn't really want to deal with this. They didn't really care. When it's black on black crime, it seems like nobody really cared. Like I said, this thing didn't start blowing up until they went to the internet, the daddy crying, and they keep, putting it everywhere. And I'm glad they did get it out there because she deserved justice. And every last one of those, deserve to be thrown up under the Mexican jail. And let them experience the beating that they put on this young lady.
Oh yes, ma'am. I believe they will. They will have their day in court. You know, justice, as I always say, is slow, but it is sure and certain. And their deeds will catch up with them one day. The truth will come out. It'll come
Yes.
out. It may not come out
Yes.
right away the way
my heart goes out.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just gonna say my heart goes out to the family, the mother and the father. I just felt the father pain, because if you had saw this man and the way he was just hurting, because he's like, how could y'all do this? And even her friend, the one guy that they said been friends with her over 5 years, what would be in his mind for him to stand there, even after she couldn't take no more? This girl was laid out, and this beast kicking her. And how could he stand there and say, fight back? Fight back who? She has nothing in her to fight back.
Yeah, when I heard that video,
man.
Yes, when I heard that video, when I saw that video, and I heard the person that was recording it, after they saw her get slung across that floor, they said, Quilla, you're not going to even try to fight back. Why are you recording it? Call the police. Try and stop it.
I'm glad they did. I'm glad, because these stupid criminals today keep recording themselves killing people. So I'm glad they that stupid that they recording, thinking this makes them big, or they going to show off to somebody. Look what I did. Yeah, look what you did. Now, you know what, need to go into the prison and let them say, look what I did. And maybe y'all will start grasping that you have no right to kill anyone unless it's self-defense.
And
they
recorded it, and someone lost their life. Why are you even releasing the video? It's like they want to be caught. They want to be caught.
Well, what the story was yesterday, the one young lady released it out of guilt, because they said her mama, I guess, would start getting on her. And then they said something about the mama was trying to clear her of just being the only person that's going to go down for this. She like, oh, the other lady did something. And then they call themselves releasing this because it's showing other, like they got other videos. So they call themselves releasing it to get a lesser charge. That's what I heard why they released it. But thank God, you know, the Lord is working on these people's side where they release the video. They're done behind doing crime, and then they release the video.
Right.
Now you can't, it's going deeper, and it's going deeper. But I pray that the family gets justice, and I pray, and I know we ain't supposed to wish bad on people.
No, let's not do that.
I just pray. I just mean as far as them getting locked up,
right,
and taking
justice.
Know what, kicking that they gave this young lady.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna calm down.
It
ain't my family, but I tell you, I just felt every blow when they was punching her on the head and kicking her in the gut. I'm like, what is this? Is this just a demon society now? I mean, you don't have no humanity. You don't have anything in you that stop you and say, wait, this is wrong. This young lady was flat out lifeless.
Yes, she
was.
And
where you just punching her, kicking her. Oh my God. I used to have faith that we would turn around as the people, but when you keep seeing stuff like this without even using a brain, not even a stop button, you just almost give up. You just almost give up and say, we're not going to ever mature as the people grow past this BS, because that's all it is. It's a system that get us against each other, and the whole system get women against each other, and it's just a bunch of foolishness, because they're telling you, oh, this person, you know, they got this, that, and the third. They worked for it. But yet you going to get mad at them. You hanging with them, but yet you're going to get jealous of them. You know what I mean? What kind of mess is that you being happy for your sister, she achieving, and you see her work for it? Ain't nobody give her nothing.
Jealousy is something
nobody
else.
Give it to us.
Yes, ma'am. Jealousy is something
nobody
else.
Giving us nothing.
But we are going to
jealous of what?
Yeah, we're going to pray for justice for Shanquella Robinson, aka Quella, as well.
Yes,
but
Lord.
Jealousy is a powerful thing. People are jealous of others. People don't want to see people move up.
I'm finding that out, Philly, because I see people now And I thought, I went through that. I thought they was my friends. I worked my behind off. When I started achieving things, a place and vehicles and different things that I was achieving, they saw how hard I worked. I'm never around, and they say that you work too hard. But I started seeing the jealousy when they said, "Can I come stay over your house?" Or can I come use your car? Or can I? And this is people that I don't even deal with on a regular basis. So when you say no, because you know what's going to happen, you're inviting a demon around you. Because the minute you can tell they're a demon when you say no. If you're a mature person and the person say no, you accept it and move on. You don't sit there and plot and say, oh, she said no to me. Oh, she thinks she that. Let me get a couple of people. We're going to go over there and rob her or sit her car.
Oh, my goodness.
You said
you said a mouthful, a demon. When you tell somebody no and they can't accept that they're a demon, you said a mouthful right there, ma'am.
They turn right into it. Men, if a woman say, I don't want you no more, and 9 times out of 10, she done tried everything with the man, and he just keep messing up and disrespecting her. No woman should be a doormat to no man or anybody. If a lady don't think she has, the right to make choices like this man made choices, a lot of men think women don't have the right to make a choice. Like she said, I'm done with you. He'd be like, oh yeah, next thing you know, pow, pow, pow.
You're right. People
like
can't
they're the only ones that got a choice.
People just these days they can't accept. People these days can't accept no for an answer and just won't let people go. Sometimes you just have to let go and move on.
Yes, and these young ladies, if you need to know this, do all you can to move out of that state for a while. Do not stay at that state. If someone is threatening you or coming at you, please be prepared. We need to save, and we just save $20 a week to the side. If you're around a man with resources, honey, start cycling off some of that resource. If you see he going crazy, so you have a way out. Plan. Stop getting in love and laying up here thinking sex is love. That's not no love. Love is the way the person treats you. If he taking you places but yet kicking your behind at night, no, that's not love. Love is the way he treats you.
That's definitely not love, honey.
He's going to protect you. He's going to protect. If a man really love you, he's going to protect you. If he love his children, he ain't care nobody do nothing to his woman or his children if he really love you. If you don't have that kind of love, you better go look for it. Don't just sit there and have some man because he around you or he throw you a little bit of change, but 9 times out of 10, he ain't working half the time. You doing everything. You cooking, cleaning. You doing all he has to do is one job. Go to work and bring home some money. Most men, that's all they have to do, and they can't even do that.
That's fair.
But then you got the audacity to get mad at the woman because she elevating, taking classes, doing something with herself. Now you want to beat the hell out of her.
They sometimes, sometimes your partner, men can be jealous of women, and women can be jealous of men in relationships. You just never know. People are weird.
Oh yeah, I understand, but you see less women doing these attacks and killing men that want to leave them.
Oh yeah,
right. You see less of that. The majority of the killings you see on the news every week is a man that took out his family or his mother or his woman because now the money is going to be cut off and he's in the street. So now he want to kill everybody.
Yep, lost
his
ever-loving man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nobody taught them to be productive, but this world is going so bad. Every week it's a killing. They don't care if it's young, old. Nowadays it's all look like 20-year-olds. Someone pound or doing these types of things, and I'm just like, we need a lot of help.
Yes, we do.
People say prayer don't work, but we need a lot of prayer, and we need someone to come in here and step up and start teaching again. We need a strong leader.
Yes, we do.
We need a lot of meetings.
And prayer does work. I don't know who said that. Prayer does work. Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Yes, it do. So
I appreciate you
I'm
calling
gonna send blessings your way.
Yes,
thank ma'am. You. I'm gonna send blessings your way also.
Thank you so much.
Protection for you as well.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for calling out of Atlanta and giving us your insight into this case and justice for Shanquella. And I believe justice will come. It may take a while, but eventually that family will get justice, and everyone does mourn differently. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Long time, honey, but I know, yeah. Store. Everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner. I say I got you. Well, just hold it down and keep it solid. And when you're not around, I protect your name, I won't talk about you. Everybody ain't your friend.